The first step, you're going to start off with your clean, already primed eye. I often use my Studio Finish Concealer by MAC as a primer. And for my base, I already kind of cheated and applied some NYX white just on the outer corner, which is this base here. I took a small bit with my finger, just on the outer corner crease area. And make sure it's nice and smoothed out, and a little bit goes a long way. Just enough. I'm going to be working with two different colored bases to kind of bring out the two different color schemes we're using. I'm also using Delft by MAC, which is basically like an aqua green bluish base. Anything that you might have that's similar to that will be fine. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and that's going to go directly on my immediate lid area, and you're not going to blend it past your crease or anything, and you're also going to avoid your outer corner area, so just basically inner to mid lid, center lid. And once again, you only need just a little bit of that, but you still want just enough to where the eyeshadow is going to adhere to the creaminess of the base. For my highlight color, which is basically the color that's going to go just below our eyebrows, I'm using Vex by MAC, and I'm using this because it looks white, but it kind of has like a purple undertone to it. This is what is considered a duochrome. It looks one color, but it reflects another. So with my 252 brush, I'm taking just a tiny bit just below the arch of my brow. And all you really have to do is just apply it once there, and then blend outward, inward and outward. Make sure you get an even coverage, it's not blotchy. Using any hot pink eyeshadow of choice, I'm using Dollipop from my Sugarpill Sweetheart palette, which is this color right here. Looks a little purpley in the camera because of the lighting, but it's a hot pink. And you're also gonna kind of buff that into our highlight color. I'm using Stars and Rockets eyeshadow by MAC, basically another duochrome. It kind of reflects, it looks purple, but it kind of reflects like a teal, purplish color. On top of that pink, I'm gonna blend that Stars and Rockets. And you can definitely see what it's doing to that pink. It's kind of making it look more purple. Using a dark, kind of like eggplant purple, I'm using PoisonPlum from my Sugarpill Burning Heart palette. And by the way, you don't actually have to own the palettes to use these Sugarpill colors. They are individually sold. It's just since I already have the palette, there's no point in buying each individual one. Don't think you need the whole palette to do this look. But anyways, I'm using a dark purple. I'm using my 219 pencil brush, and I'm just placing that color on my outer V and up along my crease. I'm going to take my 219 pencil brush and buff that out. Around the edges of that, you can also go back with some of that Stars and Rockets. This is optional. Just kind of buff out those harsh edges if there are any. For my lid color, I'm using Darling Pigment by Sugarpill. I'm using my 252 eyeshadow brush to pack that color onto my eyelid. I'm using Lumi Pigment by Sugarpill with a small 219 brush, placing that color on my inner tear duct area. And also taking a little bit along that bottom lash line, just in the inner areas. I'm using Designer Purple Pearlglide liner by MAC, and unfortunately this is a limited item, so this step is going to be optional, and if you have a purple eyeliner, that would be awesome. But what I like about this one is it's purple, but it has like little specks of glitter in it. So I'm going to take that liner along my bottom lash line, the outer bottom lash line, and apply that liner, and take my finger and spread it out, and then I'm going to put some of that purple eyeshadow on top to set it, and it's still going to sparkle. I'm going to take Feline eye kohl or any black liner of choice on my inner waterline. Using a glitter liner, a candy glitter liner by NYX. The color is Jade. I'm going to line my upper lash line, and these glitter liners are absolutely amazing. They're really chunky and really gorgeous. And I'm really going to make this line really fat because we're still going to add our black liquid liner. And basically I want the glitter liner to kind of peep over the black liquid liner but not overpower it. I have to go back and kind of wipe the glitter chunks off of my lashes. Unfortunately, my eyelashes get in the way when I apply liner. And you're going to want to let that dry for a couple seconds, maybe even a minute, and fan it if you have to. Next, I'm going to be applying my black liquid liner. And I'm going to take up about half the space that I used to apply that glitter liner. So the black liner is not going to be very thick. On the outer corner, probably, but as far as the remainder of your eye, we're going to keep that black line a little thin because I still want to be able to see the glitter right above it. I'm going to apply my mascara. I'm using Maybelline Lash Stiletto. Next, I'm going to be applying lashes. I'm using a number 48 pair, which I purchased from Nigel's Beauty Emporium in North Hollywood, California, to be specific. And that is the final look.